She said she loved him more before the bruises started. My dad had just gotten home from a business trip, and my little brother, Caleb, ran to hug him before dinner. My stepmom, Renee, was setting the table when Caleb yelled from the hallway, Dad's home, and sprinted past her without a second glance. She laughed it off at first, but her jaw tightened when Caleb climbed onto Dad's lap at dinner and said, "You're way more fun than Renee. She just makes me do homework." The next morning, Renee canceled Caleb's tutoring session. She let him skip his reading log for the first time all year. When he asked for pancakes with extra chocolate chips, she made a double batch and let him eat them in front of the TV. Something she'd never allowed before. Dad noticed. He raised an eyebrow when Renee let Caleb skip his bath one night, letting him go to bed with mud still caked on his knees from the yard. "Kids need structure," Dad said quietly. Renee just smiled. "Kids need joy too." Then it became a routine. Every time Dad tried to plan something with Caleb, Renee swooped in first. When Dad bought a model rocket kit for them to build together, Renee announced she and Caleb were going go-karting instead. Dad's face fell, but he let it go, again and again. One Saturday, I found her helping Caleb write a birthday card for Dad, except she was whispering the words to write, and what came out was, "I wish you weren't so boring, Dad." When Dad opened it, he didn't say anything. He just folded it and put it in his drawer. Things escalated fast after that. Renee let Caleb ride his bike without a helmet down our steepest street for the thrill of it. When Dad objected, she rolled her eyes and told Caleb, "Don't listen to him. He doesn't know how to have fun." Then came the day she let 7-year-old Caleb sit on her lap and steer the car in an empty parking lot. He clipped a shopping cart corral and the side mirror shattered. Dad had to pay for the damage out of his own pocket while Renee told Caleb, "You did amazing, sweetie." That night, I heard Caleb crying in his room. When I checked on him, he whispered, "Renee scares me now." I told Dad the next morning, and we sat her down together. She got defensive immediately. "You two are just jealous he loves me more." She stormed off before we could finish. 2 days later, she drained almost $3,000 from their joint account to buy Caleb a used dirt bike. Way too big and way too fast for a kid his age. "He needs something exciting," she said, when Dad found the bank statement. The following weekend, she took him to the abandoned quarry trail behind our neighborhood to test it out. I still don't know exactly what happened out there, only that she came home screaming for Dad to call an ambulance. Caleb had lost control going down a rocky slope she'd insisted he try. He was conscious when they found him, but his leg was broken so badly the doctors needed 2 surgeries to reset it. We sat in that hospital hallway for 9 hours. Dad didn't say a single word to Renee the entire time. When we were finally allowed in to see Caleb, he was pale, groggy, wrapped in a cast up to his hip. He looked past Dad and me straight at Renee standing in the doorway. "I don't want you here," he said. "You keep hurting me and calling it fun." Renee didn't argue this time. She just turned around and walked out, and for the first time in months, the house felt safe again.